in jail.
What's good?
What up?
Hold up. You know, Adam 22, Brick Baby is the only nigga who he was really friends with. You know what I'm saying? Brick Baby was the only nigga who he took outside with him. He went places with his kid with Brick Baby, introduced him to his family. So Brick Baby and him, you know why? Because Brick Baby did gay jokes with him.
Oh.
And it's something about that you know what I'm saying? Because that's probably the only nigga who can do that with.
Fret homie lock in.
Yeah, he had that, and it was real cool.
Oh, that's
he was
up.
putting money on his books.
Really? Okay.
After, man, he was.
That's love.
Brick Baby done told that nigga.
So
saying
what,
all types of stuff behind his back. Adam forgave him multiple times.
Really?
I mean, kind of scammed him out of money, asked him for money, and then took it. And
oh yeah, he
asked
pulled
it again.
Okay.
I mean, that nigga.
He ran off on the plug twice.
Yeah. Honestly, Brick Baby is like the nigga, and then Adam 22 is like the fat white girl in that relationship. That's his only black friend.
Okay.
I would say him and House Phone. But yeah, he ride hard for Brick Baby.
And what he got, 9 years? He thought he was getting 6, or it's not final yet?
I don't know, man. They got that nigga on some things. I think he being set up. I think he getting snitched on.
Yeah, that could be.
Cause you know niggas be snitching on their own niggas.
Yeah, they do be real quick.
Me, I think he getting ratted on for sure. So it might be a minute before he get out.
Wow.
But this is episode. Let's say 28. You know what I'm saying? Episode 27 got lost.
Thumbs up the video. Subscribe if you're not already.
All right, so first topic, tricking. Is tricking wrong? Is tricking right? How do you feel about tricking, tricks, and a man tricking on a woman? We can maybe switch to the woman tricking on the man, but a man tricking on a woman he lead with the tricking, and that's his game. Part of his game is tricketry. What do you think about that?
I don't care for that.
Especially personally. After the Drake Sauce Walker. We found out that Drake is tricking females $1.2 million, buying them apartments, Gucci, not Gucci, what's it called? Bentley? Maybach. He's buying women cars and doing all this stuff, and he's not even like smashing them regularly. They live in Houston, and he's doing it, and he lives all the way up there, and he's just doing this just because. And he's in the songs talking about you smashing dudes who I bought the penthouse for you. Like, so Drake is a trick, and he's going outside. So how do you feel about tricking?
I don't have a problem with tricking. You know, I think it's necessary in some cases. I don't have a problem with a trick. I have a problem when you lead off tricking. I'm not saying start off tricking at the beginning. I'm saying when you lead off tricking, when you try to holler at me and you talk about your 401k, you talk about the money that this regular people right here. You know, you talk about your 401k, you talk about the money you got, what you could do for me and stuff like that. I don't like that. Don't let that be your game, because I don't care about your money. I'm not really a materialistic person. So you starting off with your money doesn't impress me. Regardless if you feel like you think you might be out of my league, or you know you might be too old for me, or even too young, or whatever, don't use tricking as a way to get to holler at me, because that shows me you have nothing else, or you think you have nothing else. Because I'm a personality person. If you can make me laugh, I'm telling you, you know, I'm down for you. Not saying that you got to be broke, because of course you can't be, but yeah, but as far as spending money and stuff like that early, I don't see anything wrong with that with somebody on the Drake level, and I don't see anything wrong with that if you have it. But if you doing this to like get the girl, if you see somebody and we talk about reality. Let's say she is 7. You know what I'm saying? In reality, that's without the made up and everything like that. And maybe with all of that, she is a 9. And then you feel like, you know, she's out of your league. Then you buying her shoes and purses and doing all this at the beginning, but then you know that's not your lifestyle and you can't keep up with that. Don't do that. You can't start off like that. Or you do that and then when you feel like you have her, then you slow up. If that's not who you are, don't lead with that. Just when you can show appreciation, or when something come up where it's gift giving time, then that's when you splurge. But just to start off just tricking and study tricking, and that's just, if that ain't your lifestyle, then just stay in your lane, because there's levels to tricking as far as I'm concerned.
You know, all these rappers, they being exposed to being tricks. But how do you feel about if you are tricked, then your woman will never really love you? How do you feel about my hypothesis of that? That tricks will never actually have true love in the same way that a non-trick will have, you know what I'm saying, as far as the woman wait toward you. Oh, you think that's true?
That is true. And I know somebody like that. That's sad. I don't know them, but I watch them from afar, and from afar, you know, I can't say I care for them or I don't care for them. They seem they all right. You know, I don't know them, but I know that they trick early. You know, they start, and these are not even people that he's smashing or that he like. You know, dating. These might be girls that he like, and then he asks them on a date. I'm talking about he just doing the most. He playing stepdaddy, just all type of stuff. He just start off tricking, and then that's what girls know. And then he's the type that put everything on social media. So he put what he does for these women. And it's not like me. I have 35 social media friends. This person have thousands of social media friends. So women already see what it is. So if I know I need my light bill paid, if I know these shoes, I'm gonna go ahead and slide in because he's thirsty for love. Not, I don't mean that in a bad way, but I could tell he does want love, and it's sad because he wants love and he tries to pursue it. But since the girls already know that he a trick, then the ones that he catch are ones that expect him to trick, know that he trick and expect it, and it's like a never-ending cycle with him. It's so sad, but it's a standard that he set.
Yeah, do you think tricks, will ultimately not be respected, really, like that? You know what I'm saying?
Tricks are not respected like that. Especially if you one who like start off tricking. Like, say you dating somebody who up there, and then they tricking, just to keep you quiet because they doing what they do or whatever like that. Yeah, you have a level of respect because that's what you gotta do in order to keep that bag coming. Why they doing whatever they doing, whether it's with another female or in the streets or not spending time or whatever. That's a level of respect because I want to be here, I care for this person, and they spending money on me, so I'm fine with it. Compared to somebody who you are not attractive to, who only led off with the tricking or whatever, and you only there for what he can do for you. And this is somebody that you would not deal with at all and probably is disgusted by. They will not respect you. They will respect you or show you a level of respect in your face while the tricking is going on. But when that well start running dry, then you will see the sharpness. You will see the not being able to pick up or being in contact with this person. And when it comes to that, the person who's getting tricked on, if everybody know what's going on, then it's fine. If I'm your sugar baby, you my sugar daddy, then it is what it is. When the money run dry, then my time is gonna get less because that's the standard we have, whether we say it out loud or not. But when you're leading somebody on who's tricking on you and you making them think that you're really interested in them while they're spending this money, and then when the money start drying up and stuff like that, that can be a very dangerous game. Playing with people's heart like that if that's what they believe. So if you somebody that's getting tricked on, make sure you play the game right and then be forward with some stuff. Like, because I had somebody that used to be tricking on me all the time, like would bring me shoes and just would bring me stuff, and I used to reject the gifts at first, but then somebody told me, you don't turn out nothing but your collar. So I just was taking the stuff and I was giving it away. But at one point, like, it was becoming too much because he started like telling me how he feel about me, and I'm like, hey, I don't feel that way at all. I don't want to confuse you at all. I don't feel that way. We are friends, nothing but friends, and I just made it clear. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I just say that because I'm like that with all of my friends, and I said, okay, just because I just don't want no misunderstandings or anything like that. But when I could really tell that he was like falling, like was, oh my gosh, I had him wrapped around my finger. I'm like, okay, let me slow up, because regardless, then that's something else about tricks too. Especially if they know that you are not in their league, they'll say that, no, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. No, I tell everybody that I love them, because that he hit me with the I love you. I'm like, what? Hold on now. Hold on. I do tell my friends that I love them, but that was a different kind. They'll say that they cool with you and stuff like that just because they want to be in your presence. So they'll try to diminish their feelings of how they feel, and when they start showing it too much, they'll try to dial back so they won't scare you off, because they do want you in their life, whether they know they'll never sleep with you, they'll never be in a relationship with you. You being in their presence is enough for them, and that's why they will continue to trick. And they will try to hide the fact of how they feel just because they don't want you to get creeped out or, remove yourself from their life. It's levels to it.
It's ridiculous.
What you think?
I think the tricks, I can't respect a trick because, I feel like a woman can't respect a trick either. And I feel like if you tricking, it's unnecessary, as a man, because you can always obtain a female without tricking if you, know how to engage her emotions, or, you confident or whatever. And if you trick, it just shows that you don't have anything besides, money. I feel like, if you leave with that first to offer somebody else. And, I don't know if people care about accomplishments and achievements as much, in 2026, especially women, because women are way more picky now, and a woman, I feel like she loses respect for you when you start tricking, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like men are brainwashed to lead with the money and think money first, and I need to make money to make the females. I understand that too, though. But, when I figured out that Drake was tricking, and all these rappers is tricking, you know what I'm saying? I lost respect for them as far as, the game, because even Drake, like, even in his music, like, he's crying over these females because he's tricking, and he knows that he starts off tricking. He knows that he can't find love because of his money. He's like, oh, I can't find love because I have money, but it's not that you have money.
Exactly.
It's that you lead with the money. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because you the Drake from the grassy. After all these women you smash, you out here smashing, mid-tier white females, you know what I'm saying, tricking, paying $1 million. You dropping $1 million on a female? Come on, man. Future wouldn't do that. Well, I don't know. Future, he tendered, but man, Future, please don't tell me Future, he out here tricking like this, because when I heard Future was just flying the models out, and he just, we at the hotel, you know what I'm saying? Stefan Diggs, he, like Axe said, he be with all the, you know what I'm saying? He be out here. Blueface, these niggas be out here. Even Abba be out here, you know what I'm saying? The tricking, I can't respect it because you don't have the game. I respect the game, you know what I'm saying? I can respect a ugly nigga pulling the bad female or a broke nigga pulling the bad female more than I can respect a nigga tricking on a female, you know what I'm saying? I can't respect it, that's how I feel about it. And I think it's wrong to teach the youth
Oh my god.
to trick, because the women nowadays are more vicious and than they were before, and they know how to, they're like more intelligent than the men. It seems like they have more emotional and manipulative just energy, and the men just seem to be more naive and stupid and low testosterone and weak. And these men are too weak to handle the tricking. You know what I'm saying? You can't teach them trickology, because you're just gonna be leaving niggas out here, bad. Niggas gonna be searching for love forever. And what you need to teach these young niggas is to not to trick, to not to go into it trying to present yourself to her, to like the meme, get on your knees to her, but to frame the dynamic as her doing it for you, you know what I'm saying, or her proving herself to you as a man, what they say, high value man. You're supposed to become a man of high value, so you have optionality and stuff like that. So tricking, you know what I'm saying, I don't agree. Even if you got money, even if you got it like that, I don't think, because look at Kosh Singh, look at Drake, look at any relationship, I think, with tricking, I don't think it ever really get that respect from her. Yeah, what do you think?
But I was gonna say that then it's an illusion, but I don't even know if I'll say that. It's all pretend anyway, because at the end of the day, you could have a broke nigga with some good dick who don't have to spend shit and will be living for the free, and you will take care of that man with no motherfucking problem. And he don't have to pay for shit.
I seen the TikTok video, nigga, he said, oh yeah, me driving my girl to work.
No.
And then he pick her back up after she worked out. He obviously wasn't some ugly ass nigga, obviously, but
yeah,
that's how that works.
But
it's not necessarily.
Even with the ugly ones, if they I was gonna say they know how to. Yeah. Put that pipe in like work, then, what I'm saying, no tricking is necessary.
It's
not saying that it's
how you make her feel, like the song of Michael Jackson, the way you make me feel. Yeah. It's about how you make her feel. You know what I'm saying? Tricking is just gonna make her feel like, her dad made her feel or something, or maybe it's gonna make her feel like she's just inherently special. Like that one girl, Haseen wife, you know what I'm saying? she's gonna feel like, well, I'm just so great. This dude is buying me stuff, and then eventually, you're gonna get divorced. She's gonna be like, well, I'm in my 40s. I can do better. I can go be with a 20-year-old dude or whatever, and that's how you get divorced, tricking. You know what I'm saying? Tricks. If you're a trick, like casino. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas is casino.
Yeah, but what I don't like about it is the standard that it sets, because I have a male friend that's newly single, and I asked him, and I'm newly single as well, and I asked him, how's single life treating you, and he like, these girls out here, they just automatically expect you to start, cashing out on them right out the door. He was like, I'm looking for somebody just to chill with, hang out with, and have fun. All of that come later, And I have experienced that too, because the people who have tried to holler at me, like I said, they lead with what they can do. They lead with, and that's not just the older guys. That's the younger guys too.
Like I can't believe that.
Like I said, I was
Niggas
at the
is
gas
tricks out
station. Man, I was at the gas station, and I was standing behind a guy, and but the guy had to be about 24 years old. He ended up paying for my gas, everything that I had. Another time, this guy tried to talk to me. He was like, oh, let me take you to go get your feet done, and then we could, go out later to eat and stuff like that. Like they start off like that. They just do, at least in my experience. And I don't like that, because that doesn't attract me. I don't, that turns me off. That's a turn off to me.
Yeah, it should be. And I think I was watching Jace, the Pickup Scientist, and he was talking about Kendra G. This dude had went on her show, and she asked him about himself, and then he just started listing his accomplishments. But your accomplishments necessarily aren't you as a person. You know what I'm saying? And you having a lot of money isn't you as a person.
Yeah.
So tricking
exactly.
It just shows
some people don't have personality.
Yeah, that's what it shows. It's not good. You got anything else to say about that?
Well, what about the other way? Because girls trick too now. I know some tricking females. Is it the same thing?
If you tricking on a nigga, it's like that nigga got you wrapped around his finger. I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's just a fact. I mean, when women tricking on a female, I don't know. It may be worse in some cases. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. If a woman tricking on a female, I mean, the nigga obviously know. Like, he's not a dumbass. No, he's a man. So, I mean, if you tricking on a female, I mean, if you're a female, you tricking on a man, it's like, well, I would say that if a woman is tricking on a man, she's definitely more into him than if a man is tricking on a woman. Because if a man is tricking on a woman, he's been taught, you know what I'm saying, that by society and by, probably his parents or something, that tricking is the way. But if a woman is tricking on a man, you know what I'm saying, I mean that, it's obviously something that nigga got that she's, that she can't get from the other nigga. Because that's what, females do for certain niggas, man. Certain niggas be in jail, all type of stuff, man. But, alright, let's get to this Preach video. So this kind of breaks down everything. Like, this was amazing. So basically, Preach was exposed by one woman at first who was American for, flying her out, busting her down, getting her pregnant by engaging in the no condom activities and the
Below game week.
The finishing inside activities, and then she was playing games. Well, she was going back and forth between getting an abortion, not. He said he was going to support it, but then eventually she got it, and then after that, she ended up exposing him and starting a YouTube channel and ended up meeting with this other girl, Stephanie, and that snowballed into now it's 6 women from all different types of countries: America, Switzerland, Canada.
I like girls, girls.
Some of them are, what do you call them? Sex workers. But in response to him being exposed, he docks the females. He's been, what has he been doing, man?
Acting like a bitch.
I mean, he hasn't really been taking quote unquote accountability, but
like a female.
We said what?
Like a female.
Yeah. But what do you think about this whole Preach situation? About him smashing out, bringing out all these women, 6 of them, getting all of them pregnant, telling them that he was exclusive with them, even though he wasn't, and then them coordinating with each other, and right after one of them got an abortion, he said, why would you tell her this, and I don't want this to come out, and trying to pressure the women. Do you think he's running some sort of like, or this is what my hypothesis, that he has, well, he probably couldn't attain a lot of females before the clout, and now he's using his Instagram app and preach. With this, nothing necessarily wrong with this, because I watch BRS. There's a lot of dudes, but some people feel like he portrays himself as if he is a morally righteous person by societal standards, or a woke non-red pill person, like when Fresh and Fit was exposed for tricking on a female. And man, I mean, that situation wasn't as bad as this, because she was playing him. But when he's basically being exposed for being a playboy, a red pill, basically man in behavior, even though he was bashing a red pill. So what do you think about him being exposed and that angle of, oh well, he's a hypocrite because he's doing this even though he does this in public?
I think it's hilarious how he got his exposed as far as the girls linking together like Voltron. And I do believe what O'Shea Duke Jackson said, where if his tricking game was better, he wouldn't have got exposed.
Yeah, that's true.
I do believe that.
100% true.
And I mean, he grown. He can do what the hell he want to do. But I do understand and see where people coming from when they talk about how he portray himself to be this morally righteous person or above certain things to end up being just showing fuckboy activity. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because like making these girls think that you the only one. Because if you out here, you dipping and you smashing and stuff, you sending your little records and stuff like that, that's fine. But if you single and you know that you single and people know what it is, that's one thing. But when you leading somebody on for the yams or making them feel so, that's where it's like. But at the end of the day, he grown too. So hey, do have at it. But I see what people are saying when they say it comes across hypocritical.
Yeah, I also forgot that in 2022 he was lecturing Destiny about how him being so sexually promiscuous was going to lead to like some eventual downfall, which was true. But the same exact thing happened to him. You know what I'm saying? Like you got exposed literally just like Destiny, but Destiny never got exposed by 6 women. I mean, he only got exposed by all his messages got leaked by this. It's a lot to explain, but this is exactly what you were accusing Destiny of. This isn't like Andrew Tate level behavior, but me personally, I think this is like some living out my fantasy of, I really always wanted to just bust inside females without a condom, white or non-black females, or adult star who are black, or all these different women. Just I finally got the opportunity to run through all of them. So now, because I have clout, I'm flying these women out. I'm telling them I'm exclusive with them, kind of playing games with them. It's nothing wrong with playing games with them, but not being open about it, what I'm saying, with one of them or another, and doing what you're doing, and then leaving them out, and then not forcing them to get abortion, but not really like 6 women. Like, it's probably been more besides this. I think this is his kink. That's what I think.
Something I thought of when you were first talking about him maybe not being able to get girls when he was younger or whatever. It could be because I know some people are like this, guys. I don't know about girls, but they couldn't get the kind of girls that they wanted for whatever reason, and then when they were able to, they purposely shit on these females for shitting on them when they wanted them, and they wouldn't check it for them. I wonder, is that?
No, what I mean by that.
No, I'm just saying that's what I wonder, is that was.
Well, I think it is with him. It's like a sensory overload. It's like a piece of candy, like you eating sugar, and then you eat a bag of chips, and you say, "I'm only gonna eat a little bit."
Yeah.
It's like he getting something. Like he's getting these women through his Aberrant Preach. So these women are DMing him on his Aberrant Preach Instagram, and he's getting them through Instagram. It's like the clout. When you get clout and fame, you can get you can get you can get probably women very easily. That's what I think. It's like he doesn't have the ability to control himself to be like, well, let me just not run through all these females. Let me at least put on a condom. Let me at least try to at least be nice to one of them.
You don't like pulling out, obviously.
And as far as the tricking thing, I mean, you gotta slide a female some money if you engage in sexually promiscuous devious activities. You know what I'm saying? If
Devious
I'm not
activities.
engaging in relationships, then yeah, if I'm engaging in not let me stop perverted. If I'm a sexually promiscuous dude, then I guess I'll be sliding females money. You know what I'm saying? So they don't just maybe expose me like you said. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just because at the end of the day, it's not about how you want it to be. It's just pattern recognition. Like women come out and expose dudes who they've been in a relationship in the past pretty much all the time. You know what I'm saying? So after you end it with a woman, you should want to keep some sort of cordial relationship there because she will expose you. Like it's 2026. I can't believe that this even happened to him because, well, like O'Shea said, like he did have his game on lock for a long time because there's definitely a lot of women who's probably did this to like over the years, a lot. But let's watch a little bit of this video.
The dentistry thing he said.
He was responding to Dr. Shine Brian, but that part doesn't really matter.
You know, it's
the commentary.
crazy to be a street practitioner for illegally performing dental work and putting teeth into people's mouths.
Okay.
And that is this whole thing that the regulatory bodies could hold Dr. Cheyenne Bryant accountable if she starts doing stuff that's crazy. And I thought that was very interesting because while we don't have a regulatory body here on YouTube, once we started to get, you know, Libby or Liberty and Helena, and then we got I Love Capers, and then Blue Eyed Kiki, when they all came together to basically form this body against you and Azria the Amazon, yeah, wanna know what you did? You tried to dox them. So again, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is trying to avoid that body of people who would restrict her, and she's running from the truth. And you were trying to restrict them because you were running from the truth, because see, you didn't want everybody to know what kind of person you really were. You didn't want us to know it. You tried to hide it. You used your platform to sleep with these women. You used your platform to clap their cheeks. And then when they wanted to tell, you tried to ruin them, call their jobs. You know, you sent letters to their jobs and things like that. Because again, you're just not a solid guy. And the thing is, I just think that it's just really bad as commentators on social issues that, I mean, you can come on and cut the camera on, and I think that's fine. But the issue is we should at least be doing the very best that we can to be who we say that we are as content creators. We don't have to be perfect, and almost everybody can be bigoted, including myself. But you know what the problem is that when you completely get on here and try to call out Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, or try to call out dentists, or call out Fresh and Fit, when we have evidence at the same exact time, and then when you're doing exactly what you accuse others of doing, well, it reflects. And this is why you don't see Abba and Preach breaking 500,000 views anymore, 600,000 views anymore, because you can't really look at Abba and Preach and take them seriously. Because when he's talking about Cheyenne Bryant, he's talking about himself. And that's a sad thing. If Abba, and then Preach too, because he's an aider and abetter, he's also in on the scam as long as it was with Abba. And to see these guys disintegrate, you know, you got some of their fans talking about that they don't look like the chemistry is there anymore. Well, yeah, when people understand that you are not who you say you are, people lose hope in your platform. And again, you can have mistakes in life. You just can't have these kind of mistakes. And I would say that the Abba exposure is probably much worse than the Cheyenne Bryant. I'm gonna tell you why. When Dr. Cheyenne Bryant is giving her little phony therapy sessions, she's largely dealing with the individual at hand. Whether that's Paul Pierce, she's dealing with Nick Cannon, she's dealing with anybody that's their Shannon Sharp Club Shay Shay. She's really giving us an example of a therapy session, which she's not a therapist, but you know, she's dealing with that. And if you decide that you want to deal with Cheyenne Bryant, then you can, and that's pretty much what it is. Abba and Preach upload multiple times a month, sometimes multiple times every day, and all they do is criticize everyone else's imperfections. That's all they largely do. So we got years and years and years and years and years of him saying how these people are not solid. We got years and years of them calling out everybody else. And then at the same time that they're doing that, Abba is doing it. He's doing even worse to a certain degree. Preach is there telling other people to be accountable like Fresh and Fit. Don't support Fresh Myron. You got to come out there and do X, Y, and Z, be solid. But then we see Preach doing the same bull as everybody else. And how can you take that person seriously? I mean, I'm not trying to be messy, guys, but to watch these guys fall off like this, it is absolutely, in my honest opinion, I think it's pretty sad and definitely difficult to watch when you look at it, when you see it, when you see how down bad They all are. I mean, hey, you can call it what it is. You can call me a hater, but every time that somebody watches their videos, it's hard to watch Abba and Preacher's videos anymore and get into it like you used to without thinking about, oh yeah, so you guys are talking about yourself. Like, how can you talk about this? And that matters. And it's almost sad. We know who they really are. We know what's been exposed.
Oh, this is so funny. All right, so what do you think about what you're talking about?
Hilarious.
I mean, preach.
No
Fernal.
lies
Okay.
told. It's the truth because she put it out there. You could come to me and whatever the case may be, but when he said, you know, basically that's the channel that you have. It's just you giving your opinion on people. My boy broke down the like that. Whoa, that was deep. But he didn't tell any lies. It's nothing that he said that I disagree with from what we heard.
Yeah.
Man. He on a crusade. He like, no, I got time. I got time.
It's just crazy to me because how he was talking to Destiny in 2022. Yeah. Like, let me see. Bro was like, I just think that, you know, eventually something's gonna happen when you just engage in this behavior. And he was smashing Destiny's ex. I don't know. Maybe this isn't it.
Content all the time.
I'm in love with a stripper.
My gosh,
my
sex
God.
ethically, I know.
27 is that their experience with casual sex has been overwhelmingly bad, irrespective of whether or not they identify as very liberal or conservative. And so if you seeing that this sexual liberation movement has brought about some discomfort for people, and that most people in most polls that I've read,
it basically, you should watch it. Anybody who cares, if you just watch this video, the way that he was lecturing Destiny, you would think that this nigga was, I don't know, but this nigga was doing the exact same thing.
That wasn't too long ago. 2022 was not too long ago. It's not like it was 2008.
Yeah, so anyways, No Jumper. I started watching No Jumper 2023 when they brought on Destiny and Whack 100. You know, that was their second episode. Destiny,
really?
Whack 100, Adam 22, yeah. And, you know, Destiny had one on there. You know, Pharaoh had one on there in 2023. That's when Flacco was first taking over, and he basically took over No Jumper. That's when Flacco used to be funny, interesting. He used to come with the crazy takes. He used to come with the extremely. He would say words about black people I never heard. He was like, he's like, oh, I seen a bunch of, man. He just came out with all type of slurs for black people that I never heard of before.
Flacco?
Yeah, that's before he became pro-black. That's when he was back on his coon and stuff. And he was, you know, funny, but they used to really bully that nigga, and that was hilarious too. Like how they used to bully Dope Boy, used to bully the shit out of that accessory suspect.
Baby making hips.
Yeah, but ever since he left, the platform has completely went to garbage because Adam 22 is just so stupid. Like he doesn't understand gang members, black people. He doesn't understand niggas. Like you can tell he didn't grow up around niggas. As much as he said, oh, when I was a kid, you know, I was never accepted because I was listening to rap music. You was listening to rap music, but you wasn't around no niggas in New Hampshire, man. Because
it's a
difference.
difference.
You don't know niggas. Like, you're not supposed to just bring niggas from different hoods. Like, this is how, like, nigga, you not New Hampshire, basically. But he brought on this dude named J Hood, who's a super duper whack glazer, and Spody Face is a whack hater, and then they end up squabbling, quote unquote. And then some people say that J Hood won because Spody Face was quiet after they came back. But anyways, whatever. But Anhefe ended up calling in. He ended up saying some insane things that I would never say, or I don't think anybody on earth should ever say.
Are you gonna play
I know this is a big deal for you. You never known somebody who caught a murder charge before. For us, it's regular. We do this all the time.
Accident murder. Nah, but what was wild to me is how everybody was reporting on the others. Remember the others?
That mean it happened. That mean it was orchestrated. People was talking about it before it happened. That's like telling. Everybody saying it was a DP. It was a DP. It wasn't no DP. We don't know what was going on. And that's A-Track gangsta business. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah.
He's from Pacoima.
Yeah, you put
no,
he's
not. My dad.
From Lancaster, right?
Yeah,
I'm from the 661.
Yeah.
From AV.
Yeah.
Would you went to B Night?
I went to Highland.
You went to Highland? I know some niggas went to B Night. Shout out to my 661.
Yeah, bro. My dad from over there.
From 2P? Oh, he from like Unc?
Yeah.
Like what?
He said his dad is like a whack disciple.
Whack my uncle.
We got 2 whack lovers on here and a lush.
I love whack. I love whack.
And Pops is a whack lover.
Yep, we all whack lovers. That's my uncle.
yeah,
That's family. That's family. Dead homies. I'm team whack. Dead homies. Whatever issue with whack got an issue with me. Dead homies.
I don't fuck with cut at all.
Yeah, but y'all got like studio beef. Y'all ain't got no real beef, bro. Ain't real in the streets. Y'all ain't trying to hurt each other.
Man, tell him that.
Yeah, y'all ain't trying to hurt each other, bro. Cause I'm here. Dead homies, like I'm rocking with whack. Dead homies.
Okay,
That's my family. Like I can see. That's like you meet this nigga from 40s, cuz. This deeper than rap, nigga. This family. Dead homies.
Well, nigga said what he said, bro.
I don't know what he said. I don't even be following that internet shit. I just know that's my family.
No, I'm talking about I said what I said.
What you say?
Spody hates whack so much that he be putting fake news on.
What you say?
Games.
I definitely don't put nothing fake about
You call him gay.
You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay. You can't call one nigga gay, not call everybody gay.
What that be?
Man, you know what's going on. You can't call one nigga gay if you're not talking about the gay niggas in your community, bro.
Who gay in your community?
You know what's going on, fool.
I really don't.
I don't.
You know,
I'm
niggas,
not about to go back and forth on
I'm not going to back and forth either.
Yeah, me neither.
Dead home, what that supposed to mean?
Oh, like you seem like you got an agenda. Like what?
We can squabble.
You said what?
We can squabble.
Nah, come on. Let's just pod, man.
We go around the corner.
Call, bro.
Or we go around the corner. We in.
That's easy call.
All right, and then let's talk about.
Stop talking about
All right,
it.
I'm not talking about it, bro. We can squabble after the bro. It's cool.
This escalated quickly.
No, it ain't escalating. This regular program, fool. We ain't.
That's nigga. That's PC.
No, that ain't. That's what nigga. How me calling you for face PC?
Nah, we could have did that on it. You online doing all that.
I'm not online, bro. It just brought this conversation that brought up.
Nah, I seen you should have.
Bro, come on, call me PC. Let's squabble right now, bro. Come on, let's go.
Wait, bro, this is
Oh, wait. What the fuck? Yo. Yeah, that shit. Yo.
All right, so basically,
Shout out to No Jumper for the clip.
Shout out to No Jumper for the clip. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson for the last clip as well. What do you think about this?
All right, so my homie that I watch, he ain't my homie, but you know, in my mind, he my homie. Tostino, he said that excuse me, he said when he was walking behind him, he would have snuck him. He said people don't just walk out like that and just like respectfully have a fight. I guess where he from. He from New York. But to me, I feel like it's a level, I'm old school. I feel like it's a level of respect that you do have when you have a fight. And I would have walked out behind him with no problem, went outside and squared up toe to toe. You know, I come from where they used to carry you to the person's house that you didn't have a fight with and would watch you fight one-on-one without nobody else jumping in. So I don't see anything wrong with getting up, going at it if it's a problem. I see it was necessary at that time. I mean, they felt how they felt. Nobody was willing to back down. So go out there and get it.
I don't know how I feel about it because, how I feel about it is No Jumper is just garbage. Because, like, why do you have niggas fighting on your platform? You know what I'm saying? And what is wrong with you, Adam22? Like, you don't know how to get interesting hosts. Like, you know what I'm saying? And why are you putting these niggas, like, this happened with, what's that nigga's name? That fat, dude.
Brandon.
Well, yeah, Brandon, the suspect. One, why did you bring them on again? Well, because you don't care about anything. The Moose situation, I mean, it's just so much stuff. And there was something that happened recently. But anyways, this is bad, like, look for, like, the platform, you know what I'm saying? Because No Jumper didn't used to be, like, before. Like, back when AD and T-Rail, like, those niggas were gang members, but we didn't know what gangs they were from. We didn't know that AD was from Compton Crip. We didn't know that. Nobody on earth knew anything about all these blood and Crip gangs. Like, this is not something that niggas knew gangs in Chicago. Niggas didn't know these gangs. The only reason we know these gangs is mostly because Brick Baby. Brick Baby was the first real gang member. He was literally the first real gang member ever since Brick Baby. And then Spody Face went up there to check Brick Baby, and he met all these. But it's becoming super ganged out. It's becoming super ghettoed out, and it's a bad look for you, Adam, because Flacco was trying to bring No Jumper to a higher, thing, and it was the Jefe and the fat black dude who was rubbing oil on himself, who was a blood. I forgot. He was dissing the gang that Jefe was a part of, and that could have went down. You know what I'm saying? It's just so much situation when you bring on these people, you don't know the context of their background, and I don't know how you, Adam, keep finding yourself in this situation. And I mean, I don't have a problem with the platform looking that way. I'm just saying that it's really like as far as quality, it's like Jerry Springer now, basically. Like, no jumper, you are Jerry Springer. You're not Vlad TV. Like, the niggas who go on Vlad will never go on here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you gotta have nerd ass niggas. I'm not saying you gotta have. I like J Hood. J Hood is a real nigga, but like you just said, he said, well, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna create a new show with me, J Hood, and another person. Cause you like J Hood, cause J Hood is a funny nigga. He has energy, and he doesn't come with the same gangbanger. He's not with the Jefe with the. And I'm gonna say this and just say a little bit. He's energetic. He's funny. He comes with different perspectives. You know, like that dude from Hoover. You know what I'm saying? There's people who come with different perspectives, but this nigga Spody, he's not one of those niggas. But me, I just think it's a bad look for No Jumper. And I think Adam 22, the fact that you gonna let two niggas get up and fight, the fact that you are in between both these niggas and you can't say you act tough. Hey, one mic, and you act tough and gangster with niggas whenever you want to, but you can't tell two niggas like, oh yo, like you should have got up and followed those niggas. Like, these are two niggas that are trying to work. You know what I'm saying? And you are the boss, and you sitting here allowing these two niggas to get up and fight and throw hands. And you want this place to be taken and saying, people, I don't like you saying that you're gonna fight here and because it makes our building look bad. Like, nigga, this is making your building look. What? It doesn't matter. I'm just saying I seen the platform. I see it going down. But
like after the Jason Love fight, is that realistic of us to think that Adam would do that? Will get up and try to stand in between
you can get up and say something. You can get up and use your words to mediate the situation because you know that these niggas are going to listen to you because you know that they're in your voice.
So bad at the boxing match. I would think that he would be scared. Yeah, you can say something,
I'm not saying
but it's
he
like
has to even physically walk by. I'm just saying you can just tell this like. It's not. You could just before the situation you got that. You can be like, hold up, wait, chill, and just they're like, oh well, get it. Nah, he ain't saying that. What? But let's focus on this, or let's focus on
like that.
No,
to them, like how he was talking to Wack. Do you think that he can?
Well, I'm saying that he could have been when he seen the cross thing. He could have been like, let's read this comment. XYZ. You seen this in the comment or. Lush, what did you say about this? Like, he could did that if he wanted to, but he didn't want to.
The pot. He the one who said
he wanted. Look at this nigga face. He thinking, I'm about to get a house and news. Look at this nigga face.
He reports fake news on Wack.
I'm just saying
says he's gay.
Adam 22, as far as being a white man goes, as far as executive function or whatever, as far as being like a real white person, he doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were a real white man and you wouldn't want your building to be associated with niggas fighting, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's wrong with you. You only care about the views right now, like in the present moment. You don't care about a year from now or anything like that. I don't know.
Do you think he could turn it back around? Do you think he could slowly?
It's not happening.
Wait, what if he add other shows like he said and kind of take away other shows?
More
and
niggas
move
are gonna be
stuff
fighting.
around?
Niggas is gonna be having gang wars up there. Niggas gonna be getting shot up there. It's nothing's gonna go.
Wow.
What's gonna happen is, like Adam 22 said, something like Rack said, something really bad is gonna have to happen, and then Adam is gonna say, "This is real shit." But it's probably gonna happen. It probably have to. The only thing that was really serious is when the Mexicans pulled up on him. But the niggas out there, I don't know if they'll be on that type of time. If he crossed the lines with the Mexicans and he said something wrong, then they would be on his head top for sure. But he mostly deal with the blacks. So after this situation, they end up coming back into the room.
They hit Jay Reed.
Now allegedly, Jay Reed swung off on Spody and then knocked out his glasses and broke them. And then Adam 22, when they came back, said, "Oh, your glasses are."
Time, Ant gets brought up in the chat. Like, you have like.
So honestly, this is kind of lame because who really cares about it?
Look good.
This is in there.
What up, guys?
What happened to your glasses?
I got them. What's going on?
Where your glasses at?
In my pocket. What's going on, man?
What happened out there?
Nothing happened. We ain't got to talk about what happened.
It's a little keyway meeting?
Yep, mutual respect. Respect just got to be established. You know, it's good people.
Right. Okay, basically, as you can see, J Hood, he didn't seem too unhappy about whatever happened outside, or it's what if it's, I guess, on the other hand. It's not so much. So basically, after this,
Just Clip said he had enough time to get his glasses fixed because he didn't have his glasses for like 24 hours or something like that. He said he took them off when he just came back from the gym and all that.
So what happened was, this guy Vel, he posted a clip. Allegedly, Spotify has a banger on him. Munchie has the banger on him. What happens? Okay, Spotify quits No Jumper after this. And then Adam 22. Oh, Munchie B also quits after Vel posts a picture of himself and the gun, or the Reddit comments exposed the gun, and Munchie B says
it looked like a gun to me.
Yeah, well, that's what the comments, or that's what Munchie B said the comments said. But he said he didn't have a gun either. But apparently the cops came at the end of this show. Maybe somebody called the cops on these two. But after this, Adam 22, he said, well, no, I'm going to actually bring Sporty Face and Munchie B back, and we're going to do the show with just me, him, us four. And then he said, me and J Hood are going to have to do a separate thing. And Wax said, why? He said, well, J Hood is a little too aggressive. Which is true. I mean, he really is. But after this, and Hefe ended up calling in, and he ended up pressing, or trying to press J Hood about something that allegedly Munchie told him. So apparently Munchie told, because he's calling Munchie, he's calling Munchie from him. Munchie told Aunt Hefe that J Hood said that Aunt Hefe got his bond raised because he was on federal probation, which, I mean, that is what it sounds like, I'm assuming. And then he said, J Hood said, oh, whoever said that's a bitch, cuz. And then when I said, but he was talking about the nigga right next to him, he didn't say nothing. It was hilarious. I don't know if that's true, but
I missed that. I didn't hear him say that he was the one who told him.
Yeah, that's what Wax said. But and Hefe also did this.
With his bald head ass.
He also did this.
Before I can hit my paid lawyer, the public defender came to me and explained what was on the paper that was from the camera, and basically the public defender was like, man, look, this is crazy. I don't know how they charge you with murder just from what's on this thing. You know what I'm saying? And from my understanding, it's just like basically, you know what I'm saying, I'm locked up and everybody else that got locked up that they can identify is younger than me. So basically, they trying to, like, I guess, go with this narrative that.
Oh yeah, Lush, he doesn't clean his bong water for like weeks or months. And that's why it's black, because he intentionally doesn't refill it.
I had some younger dudes do something that I didn't. Like, bro, these dudes have been out here since 6 o'clock hanging out. I pulled up at the store at 9:30 to get some tissue. I don't know what the going on, what have been going on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So that's why I'm like, motherfuckers keep telling these narratives, and I'm just like, all right, like, shit, I don't know. Like, I'm just let my lawyer do the talking for me, though, but I don't know. Right. You understand? Because I don't know what the was going on. I was literally going to the store to get some tissue.
Nah, man, that's crazy, though. I mean, it definitely makes us feel like we got to be more skeptical about everything that's been put out there, because everything else has been, a little wild.
Okay, so Adam asked him, they say you're doing a murder, and he said, well, I ain't doing no murder, so I ain't worried about that. And then Adam asked him, they said it was over a DP, and he said, well, and then he said,
what Adam said was, you probably can't talk about this, but, and the nigga went on.
Yeah, but so what do you think about Aunt Hefe? I'm not gonna say snitching on himself and his niggas, but some can allege that he snitched on himself and he also snitched on his homies by placing both of them at the scene of the crime. God. So what do you think about his alleged getting on the phone and snitching on himself?
I'm extremely disappointed in him. I'm extremely disappointed in him because you did prison time. You ain't been to jail. You've been to prison. You did time. What he did? 8 years?
12.
No less than 12 years?
Yep.
I thought they was trying to give him. I thought they was trying to give him 6, and then he didn't take the plea, so he had to do 10. Regardless, it was at least 8 or more. You doing that time, I'm quite sure you was in the law books. You was into this. You was in that. Like you
think
should.
That nigga was reading.
I'm just saying. Look, when people first go to jail, that's what they do. They start trying to look up cases and. Oh well, maybe he wasn't.
Pronounce alter ego.
Regardless if he was or he was not, he did 8 fucking years. So you should know what to say, what to not to say, for you to get out and say, I only did.
You know why
I was only.
Because he's addicted to lean and he ain't got no more lean, so he's losing his mind. He probably got to take that K2. You know what I'm saying? And he probably can't
do that, my boy, because that's recorded. Most definitely, that's getting played. That's getting played. How? Never admit Never say. Don't even say your government name. I don't know what my name. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I wouldn't dare. I know what you're talking about. Prove it. When we have you on tape, how many times have we seen where they say they have on and they lie? Your homie said whatever the case may be. I expected so much more from you. I'm so disappointed. You really set yourself up for that one. Like Street 101, bro. And then you've seen this. Like, it used to kill me at the job. We would see people get walked out in handcuffs for X, Y, and Z. And then the people that we watched, people who would watch people get walked out in handcuffs, they would turn around and get fired the same way. Like, obviously, you see, they didn't get away with it. You see, this is happening with them. What you did was the same thing as like giving them something to go back and play, like people go back and break down rappers' song lyrics. That's what they're gonna do to that call. It's, man, I want to say it's surprising, but I don't know. Just because he can't speak, he don't pronounce certain words, don't necessarily mean he a dumbass. You know, maybe he just don't know vocabulary from being in jail all that time. I don't know. But this move right here, as being a prison nigga or somebody who spent a lot of time, you said you was in juvie, in and out, and all that type of stuff. Bro, you supposed to know better than this. What type of street shit you living that you don't know not to say no dumbass shit like that? You gonna put yourself at the scene of a crime? Whether it's something you being accused of or not. And something else that I don't like. I watch his videos, right? And at the beginning, his intro song is talking about saying something, oh, if the judge give you this, and saying something about catching a murder or something. Like, dude, why are y'all playing a song of Ed Hefe talking about catching a murder while he in jail for fucking murder? Put on another goddamn song for the intro. What type of dumbass shit is this? Why is y'all playing a fucking murder song at the beginning of his intro when he's in jail for fucking murder? Or at least cut off that part of the song before it get there? What type of dumbass shit is that?
He say musculant. He don't know how to say masculine. He mispronounced so much words.
He pronounced a lot wrong. That's the veil. They call him the shout out Tostino. That's the veil.
You know what I'm saying?
He is.
A nigga like that, man, I can't believe he got on No Jumper Live and said, it's just a bad look. And what it really shows is, no disrespect to LA, but he got the whole LA looking bad on top of that nigga Loose Cannon, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas when Act seen it, he like, this nigga can't be actually in jail, right? Like, cause you think that you like, this can't be like real, right? This nigga isn't in federal or facing a murder, and he has a $2 million bond, and he's a known person, and he's admitting that it's, well, he's like, well, they already got me on camera, so I'm just gonna say it. But it's like, nigga, it doesn't matter if they got you on camera. Like, this is a bad look.
As fuzzy,
you're not supposed to even admit that that's you on camera. You supposed to say, they don't got me on camera. They got a nigga who look like me on camera. They got my twin, my brother.
R. Kelly brother sat in for court for him.
Exactly. Like, I don't know what's wrong with it.
Sat in for court for him.
All right, so O'Shea D. Jackson, he always comes with nuanced takes. You know, he doesn't come with the one perspective of, because he's like, on the right, he's like a black nationalist, Pan-Africanist or whatever, but he's not 100% set in his ideals and unable to like listen to other people with different ideas. He can really see things from a nuanced perspective as far as putting himself in other people's shoes, seeing things from their perspective. You can tell he went to college because his understanding of, you know, logic, he actually sees things logically from each perspective. He never really just is biased, even towards black people, you know. Even though he seems like he's biased towards black people, he can, you know, see when somebody's being racist against black people, when black people are being racist against other people, when, you know, he can see the right from the wrong. So his take is always nuanced on most things. And he released a video about 2 videos that we're going to watch about interracial dating. One is about black conservatives who, you know, date white people, you know, and turn on their own people. And 2, black people who, well, he would say, ask what the black community has to offer them and then go to other communities or whatever. And he mostly talks about this because he wants black people to be like one unified community, and we all spend money together, live together, etc. You know what I'm saying? Besides, and not date interracially, not do anything involving other races or whatever. That's why he's in Africa, or at least that's my understanding of it. But we're gonna watch this video. So basically, there was a panel, and it was a woman talking about interracial dating, and then Brandon Tatum, he just
This is coonery at its best. If I
Are usually married to white people.
For me, this is coonery at its best if I've ever seen it. I am utterly disgusted. I feel like definitely he was reading the room at that time and trying to appease to the black audience that was clearly in there. And you're preying on this black love, black community type thing. So where he's telling black women, trying to, superficially validate them, oh, that I no longer want white women. And then at the end of that, he said that he's not going to, date white women in public. But my whole thing is, I want to understand the outrage, but I'm not shocked at all. Jamie Foxx would be his third baby mother. This is his third white woman that he is having a child with. At the end of the day, as much as I want to be appalled, I am at a stance in my life right now where I don't want nobody, don't want me. Right. Okay.
So this is a sister by the name of Natalia's Influence. She basically put this up on her Instagram. She's on a part of a show. And wouldn't you know, Officer Brandon Tatum took umbrage with this particular influencer in the video.
I say this often. I mean it with my whole chest. Imagine if white people were talking like that. Or imagine if black men were talking like that. You will never, listen, I'll give somebody $100.
Yeah.
White people do talk like that. I mean, they might not be all out in the public as much as black people, but they do. And black men talk like this too. Black men, I'm not with the gender wars. A lot of people really are in that. I'm kind of like open, and I feel how I feel because how I feel, not because what sex I am, But more than likely, black men are the ones who say, I don't date black, or they date outside their race and say, I don't date black women because of this, or they're the ones that's putting down the black race, not just dating outside your race, because I don't think a lot of people have problems with people dating outside their race, but it's when you date outside your race and then you down your race. If you date outside your race because that's your preference, then go ahead. But when you say black people this or this person that or this that, and women do that too. But the thing about some black women do that in general when it comes to men in a whole. And some that date outside their race also down black men, but it's usually more men I see putting down their own race when they date outside their race instead of white women. So like white people do talk like this and black men do as well.